Hello everybody, welcome back to Talking Wolves for the first match preview of the 1920 season. Wolves are going to be taking on Leicester City, and as you can see alongside me today we've got Lee. Lee, how's it going, man?
Oh, cheers for having me on. Looking forward to the season. It feels so long, doesn't it, since the last game of football in the Premier League? I hate the year where there's no Euros or no World Cup. It just drags, man.
But yeah, I mean, it's going to be a cracker in the first game. Obviously, Wolves coming to King Power. Leicester fans, I mean, I know when we both spoke on Sky Sports probably over a month ago now, you were pretty hopeful of Leicester's chances, and you've strengthened since then as well. So what do you reckon for Leicester this season? Are you looking forward to it? Do you think it's going to be a strong season?
Yeah, I mean, the key signing for us really was Tielemans, Yuri Tielemans. That had to be done, So losing Maguire, I wasn't really particularly I wasn't particularly bothered about losing him because I think we can sort of cover ourselves at the back there. Johnny Evans played more, I'd say, better than him last season, to be honest. And a lot of Leicester fans agree with me as well. So, I don't know, £80 million, you had to take it, didn't you, for a player like that? You had to. There was no, sort of arguing about it, really. At the end of the day, Leicester, we're pushing, like you guys, we're pushing to break that top six, I think, this season. You've got Europa to worry about as well, which is something you've got to be careful with, because it was Burnley that struggled with that.
Yeah.
So we've not really got European football to worry about. So, I mean, I'd like a cup run, but focus on getting top six, I think, this season.
So do you think Leicester can, or either side, do you think Leicester can break into that top six this coming season?
Yeah. Look, like I say, we're a very young squad. Most players are around the age of 25 or under, and we've got a good depth now as well. We've got some experienced players as well in that squad. Kasper Schmeichel's been with the squad for, nearly, I think, 10 years nearly,
Yeah.
Jamie Vardy's been around for quite some time, and he's still, I don't know if you've seen the interview today about Jamie Vardy, but at the moment, he has the lowest heart rate he's ever had in professional sport at 32 years old, and he's scoring goals in pre-season, and I think he'll probably have another cracking season. He's a 20-goal a season man, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's probably got a year and a half left at his level, and then we're going to see, him probably losing a few steps. So we do need to get someone in as a second striker, to be honest. But Perez, that came from nowhere. I don't know where that signing came from with Perez. There was no rumours about it. I didn't see any press or media about it or anything, like a leak. Nothing whatsoever. And then all of a sudden, Perez is signed for Leicester. It was like, what? Where'd that come from? And he's a terrific player. I mean, he's again scoring goals in pre-season, but he just looks good going forwards. I'm excited, man. James Maddison as well, working with Perez, Tielemans as well. I can even see Leceister having a decent season, because I know everyone sees him as a potential waste now, especially with last season with that goal that he should have put away against Man City. And, well, we all know how that happened. Back hit the corner flag. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
I mean, you spoke about Vardy there. I remember last year when Wolves came up, everyone on about Wolves needing this 20, 30 goal a man striker. And I thought, other than the guys out of the top six, the only other person really who is going to grab that amount of goals is going to be Jamie Vardy.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know you spoke about him firing in pre-season. How has pre-season been for Leicester overall?
Very positive. They've played to their strengths.
Yeah.
They've just attacked when they needed to, held back when they had to, and they've got every result.
Yeah.
Every single result's been Leicester's way. It's just been good. It's been good. And Brendan Rodgers today had an interview in the media saying that, they are wanting to break into top six. They are pushing for top six. The newly announced chairman, Iwat Srivadhanaprabha, which is obviously Vishai's son, is now official as the official chairman of Leicester, which is also just staples that, it's just that name, isn't it, as chairman?
Yeah.
He's also wants to push for it, and they've also announced that they are going ahead with the extension to the ground, and the £100 million training facilities are currently being built as we speak. So it's all ambition, and it's all go.
It sounds like it's going to be, a really positive start to the season for Leicester. If I remember, I think I was watching some content sort of this start of last season, sort of this time last season. It was
Yeah.
Claude Puel, and it almost seemed like he had pressure on him straight away, though, didn't it? Because I don't know if it was the channel that you do stuff with, 100%
Yeah,
LCFC,
that's right.
and I was looking at interviews, and fans were like they didn't know whether to back him or not right at the start of the
No.
season. They hadn't even kicked a ball. It was crazy.
He is the Marmite of all managers. I
Yeah.
swear to God, he really is. He's the Marmite of all managers. You either liked the idea of what he was doing he did bring some youth into the team and change things about. And you know what? I think it was always going to take someone to change things because Leicester were playing in such a way of counter-attacking football for so long. We'd been found out by the time we'd won the league, which don't forget that happened. That we did win the Premier League on a counter-attacking system, a 4-4-2 counter-attacking system. Although it was beautiful at the time, it got old very quick. We were found out, and someone needed to change it. And it wasn't Ranieri, it wasn't Shakespeare. They both got the chop. It was Puel who tried to change the system. Lots of fans rebelled, lots of players rebelled, and eventually he got the sack. But he has done something right by changing the way that we played because Brendan Rodgers has walked in, he's adopted it and turned it into his own style.
Brendan Rodgers, I think, is a fantastic appointment. Did you ever see when Puel went? Did you ever see something like that coming?
Mate, I didn't even see Leicester being in the Premier League as long as we were when we came up. I thought, it's probably going to just enjoy one or two, and that's it. Oh, great.
Yeah.
It's absolutely hammering it down now. But yeah, I didn't see Leicester because Leicester in my time have always been a yo-yo side.
Yeah.
Most of our time has been in the Championship, Division 1, or whatever you want to call it, up and down into the Premier League years ago in the 90s. I didn't see us ever being what we are now, and that is pushing to break top 6.
It's crazy. I think outside of Leicester and Wolves, though, do you see any other rivals for us sort of teams to break into the top 6?
It's going to be between Everton, Leicester, and Wolves for me.
Yeah.
Everton are spending big. Mind you, Aston Villa have spent only, I think, 5 million less than Man United.
Yeah, they've spent a lot of money.
When you think Man United are, give or take, I know they're not the best team in English football right now, but they are probably still the biggest, right?
Yeah.
And Aston Villa have only just come back up the Premier League, newly promoted, old historic club, but they've spent nearly as much as Man United. So they are ambitious to either surprise people, a bit like you guys did last season when you came up and you just, boom, you played well. You knew what you were doing, you attacked well. Your guy, Jota, what player he is. Yeah.
It's going to be a big season for him as well, alongside Jimenez.
I'm surprised he didn't get headhunted by a bigger team.
I think that's one. We didn't spend huge amounts of money. We didn't bring in big players, but I think one of the key things, like you touched there, we kept our squad. No key players left in the summer, and I think that's as big as signing a huge player as well.
Yeah. It's like Leicester when we won the Premier League the following season. We kept everyone but Kante.
Yeah.
If you lose one player, you should be okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
you've not been headhunted. I am surprised no one headhunted you guys at all.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Quickly before obviously we move on, one key player that Wolves need to look out for on Sunday.
Oh God, it's going to be difficult because obviously we've got Tielemans in now, who's going to be very threading some dangerous balls through to Jamie Vardy, and Perez if he plays, I can imagine he will. You got to be careful of him as well. He looks a beast, looks a monster. It's between them three, guys. It's between them three.
Yeah.
It's going to be Tielemans, Perez, and Vardy. It's a triangle. It's a triangle choke, mate.
Yeah. And finally, put your neck on the line. What do you reckon the score prediction is going to be?
I actually said Leicester are going to lose. I said Leicester will lose their first game and then go on to have a triumphant season and break top 6.
Okay. I'll take a Wolves win.
I've already said this before, and I'll say it again. I think we're going to lose against Wolves and then go on to do have a
great season. Well, I'd take an opening day victory. I definitely would. Lee, thanks so much for coming on today. Guys, be sure to check out Lee. I'll put all his channels and stuff in the description down below.
Yeah, I've got a YouTube channel. You can subscribe. I'll drop you the link. Just search me up on YouTube, Lee Chappy. You'll find me. Run a few pages on Twitter as well. Reporter / editor for 100% LCFC. Chelsea FC. You can find them on Twitter and Insta and stuff and Facebook. And a new one called EPL World, which is it's actually an Arab Premier League site, but they've given me rights to edit on there the English version, which is EPL World UK. So you can follow us on Twitter on that one as well.
I'll look out for that one as well. Lee, thanks so much, everyone. If you're a Wolves fan, Leicester fan, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And hopefully, well, let's see. Hope the best team wins this coming Sunday. Thanks.
I'll see you Sunday.
Yeah, will do.